Hi, this is Chintan. My son Ishaan is in third grade right now. I work as an investment banker in Mumbai, and we have done three courses with Spark Studio. I got a very strong recommendation from a friend, and that's how I signed up with Spark Studio. The three courses that we did was Western vocals, beginners, Western vocals, intermediate, and the animation course. We had a fantastic experience with all three courses. Ishan was very involved. One of the moments that stood apart was when we were traveling by train, and his class was during that time, but he kind of insisted that he wanted to do the class. So this was the Western vocals class. So half the class he kind of did in the cab on the way to the station, and then he took a 10-minute break, requested the teacher to wait, and then finished his class at the in the train. So he would always look forward to the classes and was very keen not to miss any. I think it was the content. The In all cases, the instructors were of a high caliber, and they ensured that the kids were having fun during the classes. There was a good mix of teaching, interaction, taking inputs from the children themselves. So Ishan, more than anything else, enjoyed the classes. It wasn't just about instructions and pressure. So he felt quite involved, and I think that made him learn quite a bit. And I must say that to give an example, after doing the Western vocals classes, his confidence in singing improved quite a bit. So over time, he's fallen in love with music. He likes to hum songs all the time. He's listening to new and new genres, and music has become one of his passions. So I think he's kind of developed a lifelong liking to the form. And I think somewhere it started with the few weeks that he did that course. Yeah, so again, the classes were weekly. The assignments were just of broadly the right time involvement, not too onerous, because again, otherwise it kind of becomes very difficult for the child to do that. They weren't like pedantic, so it involved some thinking on the child, on behalf, some creativity required from the child. So they were quite enjoyable, and Ishan and I used to do it together, and you and I learned a thing or two doing those. I think it's just very important to have a well-rounded personality. I think picking up an extracurricular activity is not just about doing that particular activity right. I think it has a spillover effect on academics as well. It helps the child's emotional development as well. And I think when you pick up an extracurricular activity, I'm talking from my personal experience, when you learn how to do something, you appreciate that art form better. So if I were to, I can talk about myself, right? If I've learned to play a couple of musical instruments at a very basic level, but it has enhanced my own enjoyment of music for that matter. So I think these are some of the various reasons. And more than anything else, just learning something new, just a thrill of learning something new. So there are quite a few reasons, and I have always been a fan of letting a child explore whatever he or she wants to do early on in life. And if it becomes a career, it's unlikely it will become a career. That's never the view. If it becomes, so be it. But otherwise, it's just exposure and learning and fun, and all-round development. I think in a couple of ways. One is he's learned something new, right? And he's enjoyed doing that. So that has really been great. The other part is that learning something new and doing it well, challenging yourself also gives one a sense of achievement and confidence. Regularly attending classes, finishing the assignments that are given, even though this is not regular school, finishing those assignments also instills a sense of discipline and responsibility. So, in these various ways, I think the courses have helped him and has made a contribution to his overall development. No, I would wholeheartedly do that. I have definitely reached out individually to my friends recommending it. And I would highly recommend, anybody watching this and anybody who knows about Spark Studio to check out their website, get in touch with them. Whenever I've had queries, they've been very helpful in explaining to me what Ishaan would learn. They have also been very understanding in, kind of scheduling or rescheduling courses if it was okay with the instructors. So I would wholeheartedly recommend it, right? And let their kids, have a dose of extracurricular activities in a framework of fun and learning at the right pace, rather than it being something that is forced upon them. As can happen, I have seen that happen in some other situations where an extracurricular activity becomes a chore for the child, and that really can backfire. That is, I think, the best part that I found about Spark Studio is that the instructors are attuned to the needs of the children.